Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Hey, how are we doing this afternoon? Are we happy? Yes, we are. The beautiful Ottawa Tennis Club here used to be the Ottawa Tennis and Lawn Bowling Club. And now, instead of lawn bowling, there's a whole bunch of volleyball that goes on here. And probably the reason you're here is there's also going to be some music here every Sunday evening starting on May 17th for 16 weeks in a row. Right up there in that beautiful restaurant up there. Yeah, let's have a round of applause for the person that put that all together wherever he is. It's Paul Sutcliffe. Where did he go? There he is. Come on, let's give him a hand. Paul put together this awesome roster of musicians, award-nominated and award-winning, award-recognized musicians that are all on this banner over here, and also available at OttawaConcerts.ca. So congratulations to Paul. Here we are on this beautiful day to launch the series officially. We have some amazing performers that are participating in the series are here today, and they're going to be performing for you. So let me just tell you, my name is Chris White. I am associated with CKCU, the community radio station here. We're just so happy to be supporting this series, and we're happy that you're here. And I think each of you is going to be very, very impressed with the lineup and the snacks. Let's hear it for the snacks. And we also, our friends here are giving out a door prize ticket. So we're going to have a fabulous door prize at a certain point. So make sure you get a ticket because we're going to do a draw. I host Canadian Spaces on CKCU on Saturday morning. Are there any space cadets here? Maybe not. Oh, there's one. And there are a bunch of other CKCU hosts here. In fact, we have the morning shows for Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday are represented here today. There's Thursday over there. That's Jeff Larock. Monday is Nathaniel Newton behind this camera here. What's that? And Wednesday is at the food table. That's Tick, Wednesday Special Blend. We also have a reporter here from a website that you might want to check out. It's called Roots Music Canada, rootsmusic.ca. And here, Alina Ellis is here to report on this fabulous series and the launch that's happening here today. All right, I want to acknowledge that we are on the unceded, unsurrendered traditional territory of the Algonquin Nation right here. So for whatever happens here today and in the future, we're not only grateful, we're also responsible for acting on that knowledge and doing the right thing. So Paul asked me to say a little bit about the tennis club, and I asked somebody, when was this tennis club started, and somebody knew. There we go, Brendan, 1881. There's no prize, sorry, but actually I have a lovely CKCU button for you that I'll give you because you're knowledgeable about the history of this club. The Ottawa Tennis Club is a member of the Centenary Tennis Clubs, which is an umbrella group of clubs that are more than 100 years old and includes some of the most prestigious tennis clubs in the world. This is one of them. It's a beautiful facility. When you get a chance to go in and look upstairs, you're going to love it. That's where the concerts are going to take place. And Paul also asked me to remind you, and so did Claire, who's one of the staff people here, is this area, this club is actually open to the public. You can be a member and you can participate in member activities, but you can also come here. You can go when the restaurant is open. You can go anytime and have dinner here. You can participate in various events here. They have trivia nights once a week and so on. So keep in mind, this is a public space here. You have to be a member if you want to play tennis or use the swimming pool over there. But you don't have to be a member for the Saturday Supper Club or to take your kids to summer tennis camp that takes place here, or to learn to play bridge with the Bridge Club, or drop in for Tuesday trivia, take tennis lessons, or come to the Sunday evening concert music series starting on May 17th with a performer named Irish Millie, who just recently knocked everybody out at the Ottawa Grassroots Festival as the featured performer on the Friday night a couple of Fridays ago. So I'll just say a couple more things and then we're going to get into some music here, but please enjoy. And you all look beautiful out there. You do. So who's in the series? It's on the poster here. It's at OttawaConcerts.ca. But I'll just run through it quickly. Irish Millie, Abigail Lapel, Sultans of String, Moonfruits, Anna Ludlow, who's going to be dropping by to entertain you here in a little while, Ian Tamblyn, Boreal, Steve Mariner, just won a Juno in the blues category, Jeremy Fisher, Lynn Hansen, Jessica Pearson and the East Wind, Amanda Rayom, Valdi, who's from Ottawa. Some people didn't know that. Valdi's from Ottawa. Claire Morrison, Raphael Weinroth Brown, who's with us today also. There he is. Before he heads off to Europe to do a couple of tours over there. And Old Man Ludica. So what a lineup. Come on, let's one more time. Let's hear it for the lineup. Lynn Hansen. I think the highlight of Lynn's career was when she came in to CKCU and co-hosted Canadian Spaces with me. Wasn't it? Lynn has umpteen albums out. That's the exact number. And is so highly regarded and highly respected for your songwriting talents, your performing talents, your musicality, and your participation. We're so happy that even when the fact that you're touring in Europe and all over the continent, you still play concerts here sometimes and you still say hi. It's so nice. Let's give a big Ottawa Tennis Club round of applause for Lynn Hansen.
Thanks so much, Chris. I did not know that Valdi was from Ottawa. That's news to me. Well, I'm getting ready to jet off to Nashville next Monday. I'm going to make my 11th record. Very excited about that. I'm going to play a couple songs off that upcoming record for you today. But what a beautiful day. I'm going to start off with a song called Love Don't Feel Like That. You came out swinging with your teeth out. I sat and smoked a cigarette. You had a list, it was 100 miles long. Things you won't let me forget. I just sat there on the edge of our bed, like a prisoner doing time, holding on to a memory through the noise. When I was yours, you were mine. My friends all say I gotta stop walking back. Real love ain't supposed to feel like that. I'm lost and lonely, foolishly holding on. Love don't feel like that. I've been posing and lying, I'm tired of trying, 'cause love don't feel like that. No, real love don't feel like that. I used to know you were the one. You took my everything for granted. Time has been unkind. Now we're nothing but a habit. With sleepless nights and I can't breathe, and everything is make-believe. I'd have to be blind, baby, not to see that over is all that's left you and me. If I'm being honest, I'd accept the fact. Real love ain't supposed to feel like that. I'm lost and lonely, foolishly holding on. Love don't feel like that. I've been posing and lying, I'm tired of trying, 'cause love don't feel like that. Yeah, I'm lost and lonely, foolishly holding on. Love don't feel like that. I've been posing and lying, I'm tired of trying, 'cause love don't feel like that. No, real love don't feel like that. No, real love don't feel like that. Thank you very much. Well, my weather app said it was supposed to rain all week. But it's a beautiful day, other than the fact that it's really windy. So I keep eating my hair while I'm singing. I'm going to play a song called Higher Ground now. I've been a lover, I've been a leaver, I lack faith, been a true believer. And what I learned, you wanna get to heaven, gotta take the high ground. I've been a winner, I've been a loser, I've accepted, been a refuser. And what I learned, you wanna get to heaven, gotta take the high ground. Feel your will breaking, take the higher ground. Feel your heart aching, take the higher ground. Feel your soul shaking, take the higher ground. Well, I've been different, I've been the same. I sought forgiveness, I handed out blame. And what I learned, you wanna get to heaven, gotta take the high ground. Feel your will breaking, take the higher ground. Feel your soul shaking, take the higher ground. Feel your heart aching, take the higher ground. I felt pure joy, nothing but pain. Seen a silver lining, I felt it rain and rain. And what I learned, you wanna get to heaven, gotta take the high ground. Feel your will breaking, take the higher ground. Feel your heart aching, take the higher ground. Feel your soul shaking, take the higher ground. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to leave you all with a song that is going to be on my new record. This one's called Lock with No Key. Cadillac always spend my days watching movies. There's millions of people like me, all digging around in the deep underground, all looking for that sweet place to be. Acting the part, B-level movie star, smoking like James Dean. But real life tends to hit you hard when it's made up. You should have, might have been a song without the sound, flower without the bee, lost without the found, lock without the key. Sweet magnolia, bet your mama never told you about the astronaut you'd never be. Birds of a feather, don't bet on the weather, 'cause sunshine don't tend to come free. A song without the sound, flower without the bee, lost without the found, locked without the key. Glory days, chasing that taste, but the past never gives up a dead. Shudder and shiver, there's bones in the river. It's all rear view if you don't look ahead. Song without the sound, flower without the bee, lost without the found, lock without the key. Song without the sound, flower without the bee, lost without the found, lock without the key. Thank you very much.
That's Lynn Hanson, everybody. So let's see, what date is that concert? Does anybody know for 10 points? July 19th, okay, and it's going to be a Sunday because they're all Sundays. So imagine you come here, you show up around 5:30, you have dinner upstairs, which is this beautiful restaurant up there. You get prime seating because you're there for dinner. And then at 7 o'clock, Lynn Hanson takes the stage and does what she just did now. How much more beautiful could things be? Let's hear it one more time for Lynn Hanson. And we're looking forward to that new album that you're recording in Nashville with Steve Dawson. He's an amazing producer. So a lot of good things coming up in the future. And coming up here right now is something else excellent for you. But first, let's, he's excellent too, but let's call Paul Sutcliffe up here just to tell us a little bit about this series that he put together. And I've got a few questions for him. Does he have a microphone? No, we'll share. Paul Sutcliffe, everybody. So, Paul, I have a radio show. I interview people. I have a few questions for you. First of all, I love the idea of this concert series, and I mentioned that CKSU is supporting it, and so is the Ottawa Grassroots Festival is helping to spread the word. Paul, where did you get the idea of doing this magnificent enterprise?
Well, I guess it's been germinating for about 10 years now. We did our first shows here at the club in 2015. I didn't realize that till I was looking at all my old files, and I realized OTLBC 2015 music. And I'm okay. So we did it for a few years and just 4 shows a year. And then, it just got really interesting. Then COVID hit. So we just revived it last year, and Claire said, "Why don't you do like 12 or more shows next year?" And now this year, 16 shows. So here we are. Apparently, they were happy with what happened last year, so they said, "Go for it." And this is what happened. I just decided to go for it.
Paul, I'm curious because I've booked a few shows myself in the past, and I'm curious, how did you get this amazing roster of award-recognized performers that have received recognition from organizations such as the Canadian Folk Music Awards organization and the Juno Awards and the East Coast Music Awards? How did you get all these amazing people?
It's amazing what can happen when you just ask. So, well, I don't know if I should give you my secret. But I just kind of went to all the award shows websites and said, who's been the last 10 years nominees and winners over the last 10 years? And East Coast, Polaris, Junos, I just went through, and before I knew it, I had a list of hundreds, really. And I figured these people who nominated these people know a lot more about music than I do, so I trusted their judgment and then kind of used that, made a short list, started reaching out to people, and this is where I ended. And what I like to say is that I ended up with about 3/4 of the musicians are from the Ottawa Valley or Gatineau. So, yay. Do you have another question?
Yes, I have one more question. Paul, you've had dinner here before. How do you describe the food that's available up there?
Well, it's great food, and it's a pub atmosphere, but the food, they call it elevated pub experience. And I don't know, I can't tell you what's on the menu, but it's all really good. Could somebody tell me they got, like, nobody? Okay. It's good.
Okay, and this is actually a team effort because Paul's brother, Peter, is here doing the sound today and doing an excellent job, and will be doing the sound for this concert series. Yay. So it's all good. It's wonderful. Let's hear it again for Paul Sutcliffe. Here we go.
Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Fantastic. My name is Raphael Weinroth Brown. It's a pleasure to be here today with all of you. I'll be performing on the series later this summer. The piece that you just heard is an original composition. How many people, let's see a show of hands, how many people have seen cello with live looping? Anybody? Okay, you guys are in the minority. Great, so everyone who attends this concert will experience something new. So the piece that you just heard is from an album I just released last fall called Lifeblood. Music has been my life force in all the seasons of my life, and it's given me everything, and in turn, I've devoted myself fully to it. So in a sense, this album is an autobiographical statement about my journey as a musician and about my obsession and complete devotion to the craft and to the path. And I'm going to play you the title track from that record, Lifeblood. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you'd like to hear more music like that, I'll be playing this coming weekend in the Byward Market at Speakeasy Tapas Lounge on Sunday. We'd love to see you there. And if you're curious about any more of this music and you didn't get a chance to Shazam it, I also have some CDs of those two pieces. So feel free to chat with me after. Thank you so much, Ottawa Tennis Club, and to the series for having me, and have a great afternoon.
All right, everybody, what do you think about Raphael Weinroth Brown? Was that incredible or what? And again, check the schedule. If you'd like to win a fabulous coveted CKCU sticker and an equally coveted CKCU button, all you have to do is tell everybody what's the website to find out all the information about this concert series. You got it, John, right? Okay, John, you just won yourself for saying OttawaConcerts.ca. How much more straightforward could it be? That's where you go, you find out all the information, you buy the tickets, and you find out about, well, we know, oh yeah, so here, this will be for you, I'll bring it over. And then, who else would like to win a CKCU sticker? They're highly prized. And a CKCU button. For answering this question, what time does every concert start on Sunday evening? Brendan, you won yourself. Way to go. Come up and get your prize. Okay, and actually, speaking of prizes, well, Anna Ludlow is coming up with John Mitchell. Are they on their way? Yeah. They are. They're here. Okay, good. So let's do our door prize thing. Why not? Wait till you see the door prize. Okay, here's a fabulous door prize, and if you're lucky, you have a ticket. If you don't have a ticket, it's only because we ran out of tickets. But thanks to you guys for distributing the tickets. Way to go. You also earned yourself stickers and buttons. And let's find out who's going to win this door prize. We don't have a door, but we have a door prize. So if you have a ticket, check your ticket. I'll just read the last 3 digits. But I need somebody to come up. Who wants to come up and select a ticket? Do you want to pick a ticket out of here? Who wants to pick a ticket? Do you want to come up and pick a ticket? Here we go.
Do you want me to go left and right, or just... You can go...
Okay. Thank you very much. So what do we got here? We've got the last 3 digits, 3, 6, 9. Anyone? Who's got it? Who said that? Ron? Congratulations. You've won yourself what? Yes, there it is. You've won yourself what? This beautiful CKCU tote bag celebrating 50 years of CKCU on FM last fall. Plus, not only that, in the bag, your very own CKCU mug. And in the mug, your very own CKCU sticker. Congratulations. Let's give it up for Ron. It's your lucky day. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit about John Mitchell up here is going to be playing the piano. Okay, have you been well entertained this afternoon? And well fed? Again, big thank you to Paul Sutcliffe for putting this all together and the Ottawa Tennis Club for hosting this music series that's about to start on Sunday evening, May 17th with Irish Millie. So here we have Anna Ludlow and John Mitchell. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about John, and then I'll tell you a little bit about Anna. John picked up the fiddle at age 11 when his grandmother gave him an old fiddle that belonged to her father. Are we okay? So in other words, John's great-grandfather, right? That was the fiddle that started everything off, took some classical lessons for a while, and then got into fiddle playing instead of violin playing. Same instrument, different style. John took some lessons with Ottawa Valley fiddler Kyle Fellhaver. And Kyle encouraged you to enter fiddle contests. Anybody here ever been to one of those old-time Canadian fiddle contests. They're really fun. There's usually a lot of step dancing that goes on there too. So, inspired by the piano players that John has met, he took up piano at age 18 and studied with Jeff Horrocks and then with the legendary Denis Langto. Nowadays, John is performing with a number of musicians, including a Scottish country dance band called Atlantic Firth, and also playing with Jane and Kyle, who organize the Gatineau Hills Fiddle Festival up in Chelsea every year in the fall, and also with Nova Scotia native Anna Ludlow from Antigonish. So John is and has been the piano player for the Bob Cajun Canadian Open Fiddle and Step Dance Championship. So that's quite an honor to be selected to be the piano player for all the different people that are competing. So that's very cool. And here, Anna Ludlow, if you heard about the musical called Come From Away, and if you know that it took place, was performed in Toronto at the Royal Alex for years. Anna was the main fiddler in that production, which was sold out every single performance. So for a couple of years. But then she came back here to this area, and we're so glad that she did. Anna Ludlow also writes songs and sings. She's made a couple of albums with Dave Gunning. And we're just so happy that she's here today. She's going to be in the concert series on a certain date, which is June 14th. So mark that in your calendar and give a big welcome to Anna Ludlow, John Mitchell.
Thank you. So I guess when you come to my show, it's basically a kitchen party vibe. I do sing some songs, but I didn't bring my guitar today, but we're just gonna rock it out a bit. I played last summer and it was so much fun. We had the best time. So thanks, Paul, for having me back again this summer, and great to hear the other artists, Lynn and Raphael. I believe that was his name. It's the first time I've seen him. He was so awesome, and would love to collaborate with the cello fiddle vibe, and with Lynn too. Do some songs, cello, fiddle, looping. But I'll just do another little Cape Breton set. I'm from Nova Scotia. Feel free to dance. Who wants to dance? Anybody? How many beers have you had? So yeah, that's my vibe. It's a total kitchen party. So June 14th, love to see you out. Maybe a little Hector the Hero. we have one more, and I did see a little girl who said she was going to dance. Is she here? Where is she? I need her badly. I can't do it without her. She's going to come up and she's going to dance, and then she's going to look at you guys, and you're going to come up too. This is called The Hurricane. I wrote this tune for my last record, and it's kind of about, I guess my aunt used to call me a hurricane because I would come in guns a-blazing a lot of times. And it's a really, really fun tune, and it will get you up dancing. And again, I can't wait to see you June 14th. This is John Mitchell on piano. And thanks again. It's so much fun to be here. Put your hands together for Maddie, everybody. Here we go. Last round of the tune. Go. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you in June.
Okay, thanks for being here, everybody. And you know, now your job is to go out and spread the world. Go forth into the world and say OttawaConcerts.ca. Sunday evenings from May 17th to August 30th, 7 p.m. Come early for dinner. The fabulous Ottawa Tennis Club. Let's hear it one more time for everybody. Yeah.